Are you studying for the UK car theory test? Then check out on YouTube the B3 Driving School live stream, Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. All your questions answered with a UK qualified driving instructor. That's Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. See you there. Are you studying for the UK car theory test? Then check out on YouTube the B3 Driving School live stream, Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. All your questions answered with a UK qualified driving instructor. That's Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. See you there. Are you studying for the UK car theory test? Then check out on YouTube the B3 Driving School live stream, Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. All your questions answered with a UK qualified driving instructor. That's Monday the 14th of August, 8 p.m. UK time. See you there. Are you studying for the UK car theory test? Then check out on
Hello, good evening, and welcome along to the I can't even speak properly, B3 Driving School live stream. Welcome along. Hope you can hear me. My name is Wendy, and I'm a Grade A fully qualified UK driving instructor. And welcome to this stream. It's all about helping those of you who have either just started your journey to learn to drive, so you're just preparing for the theory test, or maybe you've failed multiple tests, but it's all about helping you to prepare for the theory test today. So welcome along. You'll have to bear with me. I'm on my own doing this, so I'm kind of like presenting, behind the scenes producing, and managing the chat. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. I don't know if anyone's going to join me today, but we will proceed. We will proceed. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I qualified as a driving instructor back in 2007. Wow, 16 years ago. Time really does fly, I tell you. I absolutely love to teach. I've been involved in various different initiatives, projects over the years, teaching children to drive. Well, when I say children, under 16s. That was quite interesting. I've taught both in the UK and in Barbados. And I was also involved in assessing the volunteer drivers for the London 2012 Olympics. That was a really, really good experience. So now I just want to focus on teaching the theory test. I think it is probably, I might be right, I might be wrong. I think it's probably one of the hardest tests in the world, the UK theory test. So my focus now is to teach people how to pass that test to help them to become safer and better drivers. So I think this is going live. Got no idea. Nobody's joined me yet, so I have got no idea. So we'll just proceed. This will either be a live video, a live stream, or it will end up just being a video on the YouTube channel. Either way, we're going to have a great time. So let me move on. So the aims of today is to go through the theory test with you, look at what's involved, and give you a bit of an introduction. Also want to talk today about the hazard perception test. I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration. I've also got a road signs session. We're just going to be going through some road signs, and there's going to be a little bit of a quiz afterwards. And then finally, I've got a Q&A session where hopefully I'll be answering some of your questions. So that's the plan. I'm moving on. Let's go. There is a live chat. At the moment, there isn't anybody here. It's just me. Sorry, this is quite funny. But if anybody does join, they will be able to type their questions in the chat. There is a giveaway. Yes, there is a giveaway at the end of today's session. There will be a giveaway. I'll be giving away something. So whoever's here, you'll be eligible to win something. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. So let's start. I'm just going to... Okay, so let's talk about the theory test. So as you may or may not know, the UK theory test is actually made up of two parts. It's made up of the multiple choice test and also a hazard perception test. Now, when you take the exam, you take both tests on the same day, and you must pass both of them. So if you fail one, you failed both. It's kind of like snakes and ladders, unfortunately. Your theory test certificate, once you've passed, is valid for 2 years. You've got 2 years in which to pass your driving test. Now, if that 2 years expires, like snakes and ladders, you're going to end up going all the way down the snake. After the 2 years, if you haven't passed your test, you have to redo your theory test again. So it's a bit unfortunate, but that's how the car theory test, how it goes. It is different on if you're doing a bus, if you're doing your PCV test. Other theory tests are different, but for the car test, you have to pass both hazard perception and multiple choice on the same day to pass. As I said before, you fail one, you fail both, unfortunately. So let's talk a little bit about the multiple choice test. Now, it's made up of 50 questions, multiple choice questions, and the pass mark is 43 out of 50. So that's what, 86%. So you need to have pretty good knowledge to pass it. Now, 47 of those 50 questions come from these 14 categories. Are you still with me? So you've got 14 categories, and that's where 47 of your theory test questions come from. The other 3 questions are based on a video clip that you'll get in your theory test. Hope that's clear. 47 questions come from the 14 categories. 3 questions come from a video that you will watch during your theory test. Now, what most people do, and to be honest, it works. It works for some people. It does work for some people, but what majority of people do is they use the various apps that are around, which are good. What you find with a lot of some of the apps, you've got different parts to them. It depends on which app you're using. Some apps will really just test your knowledge. And some apps will have a study part to it. So some go into more depth than others. But generally, with the apps, they test your knowledge. So the downside of that is you can only really answer what you know. And then what tends to happen is people then just learn the answers to the questions. So there tends to be big gaps in people's knowledge, which is why some people will fail the theory test multiple times. They just don't have the amount of knowledge that's needed to be able to pass the test. That's the bottom line. So you need a really good knowledge. So these 14 categories, I'm not going to go through the 14 categories today. If you would like me to go through these 14 categories on a video or a live stream, let me know. But I'm not going to go through them today. I will go through one of them. I'll go through motorway rules. So as you can see, all these different categories, you need to have a good knowledge. So with motorway rules, for example, you need to understand who can use the motorway, which road users cannot use the motorway. You need to understand the speed limits, the signs, what they mean, how to overtake, what lane you should be in, understanding the lane discipline on a motorway. You also need to know how to join and leave a motorway safely, as well as what the reflective studs. I don't know if you know what the reflective studs are. They're also called cat's eyes. What the reflective studs mean, there's different colours in different places on the motorway. You need to understand what they mean. And also you need to understand what a smart motorway is as well. So that's just a few things that you need to know within the motorway rules. So if you've only been studying questions and those questions have never come up, so let's say the questions that you've been studying, they've never come up with the reflective studs and you've never studied them, then you won't know them. So the point that I'm trying to make is you need to have a really good knowledge. By having a really good knowledge base, you're going to be a better driver. That's for sure. You're going to be safer. You don't want to end up driving on the road and not know what a sign means or know how to deal with something. So the more knowledge you have, the more experience, the more practice, the better. So this is the 14 categories. Now, to get that knowledge, you need to study. And there's 3 books that are highly recommended. Now, the first one is the Highway Code, which tells you all about the rules of the road. It explains the road signs, and it's really important that you have an understanding of the Highway Code. It also goes into depth on, as I said, signs and road markings as well. Driving the essential skills. Now that every driving instructor's Bible, to be honest. And it goes beyond your driving test. It goes way beyond your driving test, definitely. It's, it really is a book for life. And it will help you throughout your driving career. Even if you go on to, like myself, I'm also a PCV license holder, which means I can drive a bus or a coach. So I still need to be able to study for those tests. I needed to go right back to my driving the essential skills to remember the basics, to give me a little bit of refresher. So it really is your basics, the building blocks for you to be a safe driver. I've gone ahead. The other book there, Know Your Traffic Signs, it's got all of the road signs in that you'll find in the highway code, but it's a bit more user friendly, and it only focuses on signs, road markings. So it's just another way to learn all of the traffic signs. Now, if you, after this video, when you see this video in YouTube, there will be some free PDF links. So you can download a free copy of the highway code, and you can also download a free copy of Know Your Traffic Signs. Now, as I said before, most people use apps. There are so many apps, so many apps. You could do it on your phone, you could do it on your laptop, your tablet. And the recommended one is the official DVSA theory test kit, because they're the ones that actually set the tests. So that is the recommended one. Maybe on another day, I'll actually go through some of the apps with you, and we can have a look at those separately. But that's the one that is generally recommended by a lot of driving instructors. And that is, as I said before, because they're the ones that actually do they set the standard for the tests, and they test you. So straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. Now, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. There we go. Yeah, I didn't really want you to come in so close to me. Right. Okay, so just to reiterate, my top tips for you are to study for your theory test. Study the 14 categories, get as much knowledge as you can, whether that's finding somebody like myself who does coaching, or there's so many places now online that do maybe theory courses, or by reading the books, using the apps. But please do study. It's really important. Practice. Yes, as I said before, use the apps. Use them to test your knowledge. Use the apps to see what you're doing really well on, which is good. You can see what your strengths are, but also what are your weaknesses? What are the areas that you're not so good on? Yeah. So maybe, if you realize, oh, you know what? Not so good on motorways. I keep getting all my motorway questions. That's fine. It's highlighted to you. That's an area that you need to study. So do use the apps to test your knowledge, and to see where you're at. And then finally, tests. Make sure you do lots of mock tests. You want to be consistently getting the pass mark. So the pass mark is 43 out of 50. So you want to be consistently hitting that pass mark when you're doing your mock tests. If it was me, I would want to be doing, before I'd even think about going for my test, I'm a high achiever. I would probably want to be passing a good 30 mock tests, one after the other. And what I would also suggest is that you do some of the free online mock tests as well, so that you're just using maybe you're seeing different questions, which is good. It's good to see different questions rather than just using like a question bank where you're seeing the same questions over and over and over again. It's good to say you want to be actually testing your knowledge of what it is that you know. So those are my top tips for the theory test for today. If you'd like me to go into more depth in another video, then I will do. But for today, that's as much as I'm going to talk about the theory test. So let's move on. Now, at this point, I would see if there was anybody in the live chat, but at the moment, I'm talking to myself. There's nobody here, but that's fine. We're going to move on. Actually, I'm just going to check that there isn't anybody here. I have no idea. Yeah, there's nobody. It's just me. Okay, so let's move on. So now I'm just going to talk about the hazard perception test. The hazard perception test is a test that tests your ability, how quick you can identify a hazard. What is a hazard? A hazard is anything. Let me rewind. You're going to be scored on developing hazards. So a hazard that's actually developing, and a hazard is anything that makes you change speed or direction. So you've got to do something. Yeah. So if there's a car there that's not doing anything, that's not a hazard. However, if the brake lights suddenly come on, oh, that means there's somebody in the car. They're in the brake. The brake lights have come on. Is that car door now going to open? Are they now going to move away? So you'd be watching it, and as soon as it developed, you would be clicking on the mouse. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a live demonstration. So let's see how we do this. I need to share my screen. There we go. Let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Okay, so every time I see a hazard, I'm going to click on the computer mouse and it will register a red flag. The red flag means that it's registered. So every time I see something, I can see the road is narrowing. There's a car coming. We're going to meet. So I'm just going to click again, click again. I might have been a bit late there. Okay. Looking, I can see round the bend. There's nothing round the bend at the moment. So nothing is developing. Might anticipate something, but there's nothing there. Anyway, let's review that. So most apps, I'm not 100% sure. Most apps, though, will let you review. Now, the review part is where you really learn. So if I review that and pause it for a moment, with the review section, now let me rewind. I'm going to rewind a little bit for you. With the hazard perception, it's made up of 14 1-minute video clips. Each video clip has got one developing hazard. One of the videos has got 2 developing hazards. The most you can score for a hazard is 5 points. Okay, so let's have a look. So this review, you can see when I would have got 5 points. We can see that I only got 2. So we're not going to watch the whole video. Let's just go to there and let's see when I would have got 5. Stop. Right. So let's just so when that car, which is there, when that car was in the distance, that's when that hazard was developing. Now, why is that a hazard? Well, the road signs tell you, this road sign here, it tells you that the road is going to narrow and that there's not enough room. There's only enough room for one vehicle. Okay, so this car that's coming through, that's fine. They're far enough away to not impact us. But the car in the distance, we're going to end up meeting. So that was the hazard. So if you'd seen it then and clicked, you would have got 5. Let's play. And then it goes down 4, 3, 2. I clicked there. I was a little bit late. But what did I do? I clicked 3 times. Okay. I saw the hazard. I clicked again, and I clicked again. Why did I click 3 times? That's what I call the 3-click method. I'm not going to go into it now, but I just wanted to introduce to you the theory test if you've never seen it before, and just give you a couple of tips. Now, what I would say is, well, actually, I think I'm going to do another one because I can. Okay, just going to let that play out. We're going to do another one. Okay, let's do that one. Okay, we're just going to do another one that I haven't seen. So I'm going to click. Am I going to click? Can I see anything? I'm only going to click so I can see there's a sign. I can see there's deers running the road. There's a junction on the left. We're going around a bend. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? I've never seen. Oh, what's that on the right? Okay, I think, is that a cyclist? Is that a person? I'm going to click. There's a person there. Oh, okay, that's fine. I was getting excited because I saw something. Right, there's a junction on the left. Oh, click, click, that cyclist, click again. He came out really quickly, didn't he? But I was aware. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I've got to go around the cyclists. And looking ahead, I can see some traffic lights. Okay, let's review that. Let's see when I would have got 5. So we know what the hazard was. It was a cyclist bombing it out of that junction. I did spot the junction. So let's go. Okay, let's go here. Let's pause. So so the reason that was really a hazard, can you see that that's what we call a closed junction? You can't see what's coming down there until it gets to here, whatever it was. Yeah. So as a driver, generally, I would be anticipating that's a bit of what I call kind of like a closed blind junction. So I would be slowing down, kind of anticipating that would have happened. So as soon as that cyclist came, I was ready, I was waiting, and I clicked. I clicked about 4 times. And just to say, it takes your highest score. So if you click at 5 and 3 and 1, you'll get the 5. Whatever your highest score is, you will get that score. Okay, I think that's everything. No, it's not. One more thing that I will say, I will go into more depth another time about the hazard perception. But one thing I will say about it is this. You can't really overclick. You know, I would use the 3-click method if I see a hazard. Click, click again, or 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, just to give you the timing, because you don't want to click too quickly. Now, this is a computer, and if it detects, rightly or wrongly, if it detects that you're just clicking for the sake of it, it will come up with this message that you've responded to this clip in an unacceptable manner, and you will score 0 for this clip. So try to only click when you see a hazard developing, basically. Okay, you're not going to lose points or anything if you click on something that wasn't a hazard, but you don't want to just be going click, 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 click all the way through in the hope that you pick up that you get a score, because the computer won't accept that. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about the hazard perception today. Now, let me. Oh, sorry, I'm doing all the technical bits. So let's just remove that. Oh, add that. You don't want to see me too close. Right, okay. So once again, we have nobody. It's just me. I hope I'm actually doing this correctly, but it says that I'm live. So let's just go for it. Either way, we've got some good content. to put on the YouTube channel, whether it's just me and you or me and other people that join us. So I'm going to talk about road signs, but I had already got a little video that I did. It's not the best video, I must admit. It's quite an old video that I did on my YouTube channel, but it says what I want to say, and it will give me a few minute break. So bear with me, because I just realized that. Okay, so this little video.
Be Free Driving School. I'm Wendy, and on this video I'll be giving you an introduction to UK road signs. There are three shapes: rectangles, circles, and triangles. Triangles are warning signs, alerting you of hazards ahead, such as roundabouts, crossroads, and traffic lights ahead. Signs that give orders are circular. Red circles are negative orders and tell you what not to do, such as no overtaking, give priority to oncoming vehicles, and no right turn. Blue circles give positive orders and tell you what you must do, such as ahead only, turn left ahead, and mini roundabout. There are two exceptions. The give way sign is an upside down triangle, and the octagonal shaped stop sign. It is important that these signs are easy recognisable, even if they are covered in snow. Rectangle signs give information. Although there are other colours, the main ones are blue, green, and white. Blue signs give information, such as one-way traffic, no through road for vehicles, and all the signs on motorways are blue. Green signs give directions on primary routes. White signs give directions on non-primary routes and also give general information. Let's have a look at signs that look similar but have different meanings. The red circle tells us what we must not do, so no cycling. The blue sign tells us what we can do. So if we are a cycle, we can use the cycle route, which is for cyclists only. These speed signs look similar, but the red one tells us we must not drive faster than 30 miles per hour, which is the maximum speed limit. The blue one tells us we have to drive at 30 miles per hour, which is the minimum speed limit. The blue circle tells us we must proceed in the direction of the arrow. And the blue rectangle is an information sign for one-way traffic. I hope you found this video useful.
Let's put my microphone on. It's quiz time. So I'm just going to do a little quiz and see what you can remember from that video. So what were the different shapes? What were the different shapes of the signs? There's 3 shapes that I'm looking for. Can you tell me what they are? Okay, hopefully you would have said circles, triangles, and rectangles. My next question to you is, what kind of signs are these? What kind of information? Kind of information? What kind of information do these signs give? That's all I'm saying. Can you tell me? Hopefully, you'll tell me that circles give orders, triangles give warnings, and rectangles give information. I hope you got that one right. Next question. So, what was the difference between a red circle and the blue circle? Do we know? The red circle and the blue circle. Hopefully, you said that the red circles, well, they both give orders, but the red circles are negative. They're prohibitive. They tell you what you must not do. Whereas the blue signs are what you must do. Generally, they're more they're mandatory, they're more positive. They tell you what you should be doing. So, what do these signs mean? Hopefully, you're going to say, oops. The red sign is telling you what you shouldn't do. So, do not go faster than 30 miles an hour. So, that's the maximum speed limit. Whereas the blue sign is telling you what you should do. You must drive at 30. It's the minimum. They're a lot rarer, the minimum signs. You'll tend to find them maybe on a dual carriageways, maybe on a coming through some kind of tunnel. But it's the idea of it. It's just to keep the flow of traffic going. They don't want you going too slow in that area. But yeah, they're a lot rarer than the maximum signs. So what are well, there are 2 exceptions. There's 2 signs that are different. Do you know what they are? I hope you do. Yes. It's the stop, it's the good old stop, and the giveaway sign. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I would be going to the live chat. But since we have nobody who's joined us today, I'm going to move on. I have no giveaway today, but maybe in the next live stream, I'll have a giveaway for you. Or maybe I will give away. Maybe I'll say, if you want to win the giveaway that I've got, then when this YouTube video is posted onto the YouTube channel, I want you to make a comment. A nice one, please. Make a comment, ask a question, and I will, at random, I will choose somebody out of the comment section for the giveaway. Okay, so if you want to enter the giveaway, I'm not going to tell you what it is, then that's how you're going to do it. Yeah, so when this, as I said before, when this video is posted on the YouTube, on the Be Free Driving School YouTube channel, write a comment, ask a question to get entered, and I will choose a winner. When am I going to choose that winner? I think I'm going to allow people to enter first. So I think I might do it at the end of the month, actually. So this is going to be posted onto the YouTube channel today. So we're halfway through August. So at the end of the month, so a couple of weeks, and then I will do the giveaway. So that's how you enter. Now, oh, hopefully you did see. Hopefully you did see that because it tells you what the giveaway was. Anyway, you can rewatch this video, this live stream. You can watch it on the YouTube channel. Today, that's the end of this video. Oh, it's me again. It's the end of the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I hope you found this video useful. Please make comments in the comment box, and I'll be back, and I will do another live stream another day. It takes time to build up an audience. I think football's on today. I've got a feeling football's on today. And would you rather watch football or me? It's probably football. Anyway, but thank you for watching. Please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take care. Bye.